get millions of views, to make lots of money on YouTube is a lot easier than you may think. And I feel like a lot of people put it in a perspective where if they look at it a bit differently, they might be able to make a lot more. If y'all don't know me, my name is AJ7 Matrix. I really want in this video to show y'all how you can make more money on YouTube or get millions of views. Now, like before fully saying this, I'm not saying that I'm the most confident about my actual methods. I didn't do this fully myself. I know God has a absolute biggest part of this, but I also know there's a lot of info that you can learn in this video to keep you retained and give you a lot of info. Now, I'm not showing you how much money I make. Why? Because that's my personal business. That's none of your business. However, I do like showing the views so I can kind of have a bit of a reputation, right? So this channel, we have 33 million views last 28 days, 6 million, 600,000, 600,000, and then I manage a channel that is not mine technically, 400,000 views in less than 2 weeks. So what am I doing? I'm going to be basically explaining what I'm doing and how you can duplicate this and why you should duplicate this in the way that I'm doing it as well. So before we start, by the way, I have a free Patreon. I do plan on like actually selling something, as in like selling a good digital product that will help you guys even more to monetize your channels, get millions of views like I do. However, what I do on there is completely free. So go check it out if you would like. There's just free content that I'm not posting on YouTube that helps people grow. Now, why am I making these type of videos? I think is the great thing to talk about is because God blessed me with so much info, blessed me with wisdom to be able to understand the algorithm in a sense and be able to get a lot of views that I think it is so smart and so helpful for other people. Just honestly to not only help YouTube, but I love helping people, and this is a great way. So hopefully you watching this, you can take some notes. Now, with my live channel, I call this a live channel. You're going to hear me say live channel. You're going to hear me say class channel. You're going to hear me say main channel. Now, I have different code names. I just have different nicknames for my YouTube channels. It's something, let's give you an example. Clash channel, live channel, main channel, Pokemon channel, friends channel, or managing channel. So when you hear those, that's what I'm talking about. So let's start with the live channel. I monetized this live channel back in 2022, I believe, or no, 2021. I monetized this in 2021, many, many years ago. Basically, I made YouTube Shorts before YouTube Shorts were a thing. I posted long form short videos. I posted 15 seconds long videos, and I was getting hundreds of thousands of views. And in fact, pulled over 1 million views in one day back in 2021. Then stuff went down, but eventually I was able to find God, and God blessed me with this opportunity to be able to get millions of views. But how am I doing so? Well, YouTube Shorts is a big game right now. Now, YouTube Shorts used to not be able to get paid too high from them. And what I mean too high from them is that the RPMs would be very low. A lot of times the RPMs on Shorts would be very low. And when I mean low, I'm talking like 2 to 4 cents per 1,000 views, which is absurdly low. Later down the line, as the years gone by, I saw 6 to 8 cents. Then I saw 10 to 12 cents. And honestly, when I first saw 6, 7, 8 cents from these shorts, like, I was genuinely mind blown. And I say genuinely mind blown because I was watching so many other creators that talked about the YouTube algorithm, talked about RPMs and stuff like that. And all of them, even the big creators, were getting 2 to 4 cents. So when I saw my 6, 7, 8 cents, I was mind boggled. And knowing me personally, I am better at short form content than long form. I can still definitely get views on long form. However, I'm just a way better, I guess it's my strong suit, I guess you could say, when it comes to short form. So me seeing I'm getting a lot more views, money per 1,000 views, I was just flabbergasted. I was very excited about it, and I jumped on the bandwagon for it. And eventually, I did that in 2024, made a lot of money, spent it irresponsibly. That's a different story. And now we're back to where we're at here, where my live channel is doing very well. So is my class channel. So is the main channel. And so is the Pokemon channel. Now, the Pokemon channel is actually really funny because it's a big point I want to talk about when it comes to YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts, there's a lot of ways you can blow up on YouTube Shorts. The best way I go at it, but you have to be the most attentive, meaning like you have to be very on your game. I mean, I upload 15, 20 times minimum a day on average, like for the most part, if I'm actually like not being lazy. I'm posting 15, 20 times a day, so I'm normally always on YouTube, always finding new sounds and stuff like that. This channel only stays super high counts of views when I'm on my game. And I'll give you an example. Like, we'll do the last 90 days. And look, you see these spikes? And then it goes down, and it goes up. This is me being fully on my game. And it goes down. I'm worried about my other channels, then I'm fully on my game again. And this channel is just like that. It's Pokemon Go. It's a channel, and I'm gonna be completely honest, no ego stuff, but I'm one of the highest ranking views in the Pokemon Go niche because Pokemon Go is not that big. So when you're someone who is one of the top people, it's not like you can bandwagon or be able to take good inspiration and good marketing strategies and stuff like that from the really high people, because some of the high people are already with you. So it's not like you kind of have to do a lot yourself comparatively to like the live channel is a great example of this. It's this channel is in a niche, Clash Royale, where it's so big that there's so many other people you can go off of, so it's a lot easier to stay within the competition. When I'm in this, I basically am my own competition in a sense. And again, this is not trying to have an ego, but Pokemon Go is pretty dead. There are some YouTubers here and there. I'm not saying I'm bigger than everybody, but on average, especially when it comes to the analytics, I'm one of the highest views there. It's Pokemon Go. It's not as big as like Clash Royale. And then for the main channel, this main channel doesn't have a niche, which is ironically funny, but it's still doing very well because I've been finding out strategies and tips, which I think is a big thing to say as well. YouTube Shorts always has metas. Now, what do I mean by that? Last year in 2024, I found out using viral sounds helps blow up your video. So I started using viral sounds, posting 6 times a day, started blowing up like crazy. And while I would post 6 times a day, I would relate my short to a live stream and I would make hundreds of dollars streams. It was insane. Ad revenue was butt because YouTube ad revenue back in the day when it came to live streams, they were very weird about it. However, it seems like they're a lot better about it now, but more so you can get donations, super chats, memberships, etc. And it worked pretty great. Now, you still need to take that advice though, the YouTube Shorts, but there's more I want to add. Another big thing that I picked up on only in 2024, I don't think it's that prevalent now, but in 2024, they added where you can tag a product on your YouTube short. And this was when it first came out. So when YouTube in general makes a new type of idea, like let's say for example, they added this new effects in YouTube Shorts, right? Like this new weird effect that they want to promote. Whoever uses that like effect in the beginning is going to absolutely get pushed to the max because YouTube needs content in that area, and if you provide them the content they need, they will absolutely just basically suck you dry. Pause, but you know what I mean. Like they genuinely will love your content. And that's a huge thing. It's not that you want to be a guinea pig for YouTube, but you want to be smart. If YouTube is very specifically looking for something and you can provide that for YouTube, they will absolutely push your video. And it's not even that your video has to be good. A lot of my videos, I would say, if I would try to compare against a lot of these people that are mainstream, are completely below, but yet I'm still pulling millions of views. And I definitely think God is definitely a big, huge factor in that 100%. There's no way of ignoring that. But it's also strategy, it's also understanding the business side of YouTube because they need something and you provide them their need and then they're going to help you, right? So it's super beautiful. But let me go back to the tagged products. I added tagged products to shorts, and a lot of the tagged products didn't necessarily make sense, but at the time YouTube didn't really have like full effect in the rules. So I was able to tag products of anything like controller, because I played gaming, so it was like controllers, controller grip, whatever's, and I was getting millions of views on my shorts. It was insanity. And I think one of the big things, which it was a bit sketchy because I was yapping content and some of the content wasn't fully mine, which is something that I'm fully aware of that should have done better with. You feel me? Should have not. I did credit. Don't get me wrong. I've never like not credited someone, but hey, bro, we was weird back in the day, but obviously, I think saying that I should show now all my content's originally myself, where I post every single day. Here, actually, let me publish this video. All this content comes from my streams. All this is mine. All this organic is mine. Views, whatever. All my type of videos. Before I was, dude. Before I was dead just yapping TikTok videos. And I'm not gonna lie, I was barely even editing them. Some I didn't even edit. And a lot I was using like CapCut templates as well. And if you don't know, YouTube has the copyright system, so when you yap people's content, the other creator's gonna know that you posted it. And it's just absurd. It really I don't know what I was doing, not gonna lie. But the CapCut templates itself, CapCut gives you those templates to use, but if you use those CapCut templates and try to get monetized, and it's your most popular video, YouTube's gonna look at that and not monetize you. But you gotta be careful, bro, because even with that thing right there, like that me being bad right there was still so much outside of the bubble with YouTube that you have to be super careful of. One of the main reasons why I have so many YouTube channels is because YouTube rules change all the time, and YouTube applies the rules very odd. Obviously, all platforms do this. YouTube, I would say, out of all of them, are the least biased comparatively to like Twitch or actually basically just Twitch. I could really think on the top of my head. Where YouTube doesn't really care how many views you get. If you break the rules, in a sense, they're gonna be pretty like I got 40 million views in one of my months, or I think it was 19.1 million. That's a very exact number, but it is exactly that. I'm gonna see if I can find the number for you so I can give you an idea to be actually be like fully correct on that. But I say that simply because like I tell you that number. Actually, I'm not going through all of it. I was gonna like go through the whole analytics. I'm not doing all that. But basically, I, dude, I had all those views, and YouTube yapped that money. And I will tell you this, bro. If you break one of the rules and they demonetize you, and you have like lots of money in your AdSense, they will remove it. Like they maybe I'll make a Patreon video about it, but it was absurd times. But having numerous YouTube channels is beautiful because having numerous YouTube channels means that if one goes down, you still have others, right? So if there's a new rule that you accidentally broke, or a new rule they're implementing, or that you get copyrighted from Fargo, which, oh, by the way, YouTube's copyright system is very, very poor. Their system's terrible. A lot of people can just genuinely take down your videos or take the money for. It's a little rough. I wouldn't trip about it too much. To be honest, if you get a strike, is what it is. If you deserved it, you deserved it. If you didn't, do what you can, but move on. If you try and dwell too much in copyrights, then it's like you're almost idolizing YouTube. You don't want to idolize YouTube. YouTube's your bitch. You feel me? YouTube is your little hoe. And that's exactly how you have to look at it. It's just a little money source. It's not supposed to be idolized. It's not supposed to be a wife. You feel me? So I say that simply because there's like a point in my time on YouTube where I had like I think it was almost 6 months of 2 strikes. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. They were like, some of them did not make any sense. It was absurd. Some dude tried to claim about an image that wasn't even his image because it was from a big gaming company. It was super weird. I've almost had channels just get fully deleted. God bless it, so I didn't have to do so. But I say that because like if you react to content, there's a chance you get striked. If you add certain things in your thumbnails, there's a chance you get striked. What I like to do now is I make sure that almost everything I do is organically mine. My shorts, my long form, my streams. I try and make sure, like, if I have numerous YouTube channels, I don't post the same type of content on one. So if I already made it a short form on this channel, I don't want to use that same type of gameplay or content on another channel. Same thing for my thumbnails. I try and organically make it, even if that means it takes an extra 5-10 minutes to try and make an image myself, comparatively to take it online. That's just taking up that chance, right? And then like reacting. I just react to some of my friends' videos that I already know are high quality and very well. And I know my friend's not going to strike me, so it works very well. There's some things you just need to pick up on YouTube that if you don't pick up on it, if you don't pick up on wisdom like this, you're genuinely going to get cooked. And I genuinely don't want you guys to fall into this pothole that I did. I was literally cutting up 1/3 of 90-second jasmine rice because of my demonetization. I was so broke I could barely eat food. Like I've been in the dumps. I've been grateful that, I wasn't like starving myself, right? But I was in the dumps. Like I was eating ketchup and rice for some dinners. You feel me? And like that's something I wish no one would have to go through. And if you're trying to make YouTube full time, you're gonna go through things, yes, but you don't have to do it in the deepest potholes like myself. So hopefully this video showing you a couple things. Have numerous YouTube channels. That's number one. Number two, read some of the rules, but don't take it too much to heart. And number three, do not idolize YouTube. YouTube is just a platform where you're gonna make lots of money from. God's gonna bless you with a lot of ways to make lots of money on YouTube, and you need to take it as just that. Don't take it as something you need to worship. There's no point. And more so, your content will do a lot worse if you try and so much stress about the views. Post your videos, post on all your channels, and keep working, keep grinding, and go on to the next day. Hey, I appreciate y'all showing up. Let me know if you want more content like this. I think I definitely want to go at my content a bit better. I know this was a bit all over the place because I was trying to tell part of a story and other stuff came up. But I also like being kind of lenient on this stuff. But I see you on the next one.